It's Sunday night, and this is the Conjugal Visit on KGFRocks.com.
Yeah. Welcome to the Conjugal Visit here on Spreaker through KGFRocks.com, and I'm Free Ride along with my good friend Guido. Guido, how you doing?
I don't know. Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
Well, then I guess I'm doing good.
That fucking sexy fucking voice of yours, man.
I know, ain't it? Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
So how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm suffering. I got a neck ache from hell, man. This is day 7. Today was day 7, and yeah. I haven't taken a day off of work, and I'm very proud of myself because I've fought through the pain in my neck, and that pain in my neck is not you.
No, that's your wife's pain in the neck.
Yeah, my wife is. Yeah, she can be my pain in the neck, and I think
no, you're her pain in the neck.
I'm her pain in the ass. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I'm truly her pain in the ass. No question about it.
You are.
I am. There's no getting around it, man. I can't express it any more than that.
I read this on Facebook. You know how they have little pictures and everything, and it said, you found the right candidate when both the Democrats and the Republicans are speaking against him. And that's Donald Trump. Now Mitt Romney's out there talking shit about him. I think people are afraid of him. Like, not afraid of him what he's going to do, afraid of him that he's going to win.
Are we going to talk politics?
Why not?
You know what? Though, we promised we wouldn't talk politics on the show. But Donald Trump is not a politician.
No, and we're not saying we endorse so and so and this one and that one. We're just stating facts that are out there now. There's no opinions. We don't need to give our opinions. Leave opinions at home. We're just talking facts right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And the facts are both political parties are afraid of the Don.
Well, you get these fanatics on both sides. Mm-hmm. And people are saying that, he's just like Hitler. He's doing it just like Hitler did. No, Hitler was one violent motherfucker. And you had to know right up front that he was going to be violent.
Well, if you're talking like that, then you have to put Bernie Sanders into the mix because his platform is a socialism government, which was what the Nazi Party was, socialistic government. So I'm not saying he's nowhere near it. I mean, nothing like that. No. But he wants to run the government with some of the same ideals that Hitler had.
Oh, sure. Sure. I don't think he's thinking concentration camps and shit.
I
think he's talking open borders, feed as many people as we can, care for as many people in the downtrodden that we can, no matter where they're from. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to him.
Right. And my opinion on that is BS in some factions on that because, it's just platform is just on helping the people that can't help themselves. Let's help those people, yes, but let's not get to them.
Well, aren't there? To be honest, aren't there charities out there for this?
Well, there's more charity, charities, but there's no charity like for the homeless person on the street. Nobody helps them. There's families, and even here in Buffalo, you drive by our downtown area, and there's people sleeping under the bridge in extreme weather. Let's help those people.
Yeah. Well, hey, well, I don't want to. See, you don't want to hear my opinion of that.
No, we don't need to do your opinion. But here's the thing, like,
you really don't.
why? Here's one issue that I have. Why do we give welfare to people that can work?
Well, I think the state of the homelessness in this country is directly affiliated with the mental health issues that this country has.
That's a
First,
big excuse.
no, because a majority of the people that are indeed homeless, and I'm not going to say all of them are, but a
Oh, I'm not
majority of
talking
the
about
homeless,
homeless now. I'm talking about people that
they're
are on
able to
welfare.
work and that are on welfare. Okay, let's go back a little bit.
Hmm.
I have used state benefits before in my past,
And I
not
have
just
too.
unemployment, not just unemployment. I've
I
been
have
in a
too.
position where I've needed that. Okay, but it was only temporary. It was only long enough
Absolutely.
for me to eat. Okay, and to hold me over until I found something. I was always able to eventually find a job.
Right. And
Um,
that's what I'm saying. That's what the system is there for, is to help you while you're struggling. And it's not supposed to be your retirement plan.
no, it's not supposed to be your retirement plan. It is, and a lot of people do take advantage of the situation.
Hmm.
I think when it goes to the homeless thing, I think a lot of the people that are homeless right now are of the schizophrenia kind of thing and the mental illness,
Right.
because government has gotten completely out of the mental health business, other
Right.
than other than drug abuse. Okay, and their way of handling drug abuse was to lock people up and put people in prison, and let the dealers kill
Well,
themselves.
a lot of these homeless people too, though, are veterans from the war.
And they do have mental issues, and the VA has left them in the cold. There are people out there, there are folks out there that are veterans, and they are homeless, and they have mental issues that they need help, but they
Yep.
have been left. They have been left like so much garbage on the side of the road, by the VA, and quite frankly by the federal government. They have been. They truly have been. You don't have an address, you don't get welfare.
Right.
Um, uh,
Right.
these people need medicine more than they need food. If they had medicine, they would come into their real world and notice that, whoa, what the fuck? I don't belong here. And
Hmm.
then they will get back on the right track and they will get it. But at this time, it's taking them 76 days on average to see a VA psychologist
Right.
or psychiatrist. So, that being said, they're left out in the cold, man. They
Well,
don't stand a
that's
fucking chance.
shouldn't that be what some of the issues that we should be talking about, like helping the veterans? And I know actually some of the candidates are touching on that, but that's an important thing. After Vietnam, we kind of just ignored them too. And oh, he's just a crazy Vietnam vet. The mental issues then too. We didn't touch upon it, but now it's PTSD is a real thing, and people are actually being diagnosed with it. But that's all that's happening. Nobody's taking care of them.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. And a lot of these homeless folks are mentally ill and they need help and they can't get the help that they need. I think that's the issue. I think that and the government doesn't want to say, okay, well let's put everybody in a camp somewhere and fix them, okay? Because that would look too much like what, a re-education camp, concentration camp sort of thing. And I think that's what the government's afraid of.
Well, you
And
can't do that, but I mean, you got to do something. There's got to be something done that's dignified. I mean, yeah, a camp wouldn't be very demeaning to these people, but why not? There's hospitals closing in every area, in every city. Let the government buy those hospitals and turn them into homes for these homeless people. Free,
well, free,
free, until
get
they
them
get
up on their feet,
themselves right.
and get themselves well again. Get their mental issues taken care of, and get them back on a straight path, and get them back to work and put them to work. The problem with that is there are programs like this in the United States, but there's not enough room for everyone. There's not
No,
enough
but
money for
because
everyone.
they don't do like a homeless shelter, just like here in New York. You can sleep in the homeless shelter, but you have to leave in the morning.
Yeah,
And if you're not there by a certain time and the beds are
you
full,
don't get in.
you don't get in. So what do they do all fucking day long? They steal if they can, because they're
They
hungry.
panhandle. They
Right.
panhandle.
So why not these abandoned buildings in every city, these hospitals that close down, fucking turn them into shelters and let them live there until they can get back to whatever. Some of them people might actually be really good people. I mean,
they are, and they are.
You know, yeah.
I mean, I've seen on many occasions where a homeless person takes a stranger, a new homeless person under their wing, and tries to guide them and gives them clothing out of their whatever it is, out of their collection of clothing, and to keep them warm. Yeah, sure, that's out there, man. There is hope for America. There is hope for these people. But there's going to be homelessness in every society, whether it's socialist. Even if Bernie Sanders, now example, even if Bernie Sanders were to win this election, which he's not going to, okay, don't freak out. I'm not endorsing him. Even if Bernie Sanders does get elected president of the United States, the homeless situation in this country will not change.
Right? No, it won't. But see, the problem with like Trump winning, and the reason why both parties are against Donald Trump is before he's not a politician.
No, he's not.
You're not going to strong arm him with these political activists and these lobbyists and whatever. He's not going to be swayed by them. Okay.
Well, he did an awful lot of swaying in his day. I mean, he contributed.
Because he's a businessman. I mean, he knows how to play the game. He absolutely does. But he guarantees that he's not going to do it that way. Now, is he going to be honest? Yeah, does he lie? They all fucking lie. There's not one president, candidate, or president themselves that never told a lie. Maybe Abraham Lincoln. Who knows? Honest Abe. I don't.
Well, they
even
went
know,
after him in this last debate. They went after him, saying that, "Oh, you hired illegals. You hired immigrants on temporary visas and brought them to the United States so they could work for you." He said, "Yeah, I couldn't find anybody else that wanted a friggin' job. Nobody else wanted to be a waiter. Nobody else wanted to clean up rooms. Nobody wanted to do this part-time for 6 months over the summer months when it's blistering hot down in Florida, and we've got and it's spring break, and you got thousands of kids running around drunk and shit." He said those people want to have fun. They don't want to work, and that's not what they go down there for. So he needed somebody, so he brought people over. He said, "I was taking advantage of the law."
Right, that's his. And he's right. He always says that I was just taking advantage of what I'm allowed to do by the law of the United States, and he's right. So why ridicule this guy for that, and why say he's whatever when he's only speaking the truth? Now, is he the most honest guy? And is he? No, he's not.
No.
We all know that Donald Trump has done some bad things in his life. I'm sure you don't become a billionaire by being 100% honest and nice.
Oh no, there's people out there that he has indeed stepped on. There's no gray area there. I mean, how else do you get to the top?
Thousands of people.
Perfect example of that is even on his own television show. He had guests on that television show that were stepping on the other guests to win the game, to win the show. Okay, so and he would actually not fire those who used other people to get gains and to get ahead. And that's what business is. That's American business. There's no gray area there, man. That's who they are, and that's what they do. So him being rich, they say his daddy gave him $200 million or $2 million or whatever to get him started. But since his daddy gave him that money, he's filed bankruptcy 3 times.
Yeah, but he's filed the bankruptcy and never lost a penny because he was smart with it. He knew if he filed bankruptcy, he won't lose his money.
Right.
And they said, well, that's shady, whatever. And they said, that's what the American law allows. So I cannot fault a guy for doing these things when he's right. The average person will say, shit, I'm $107,000 in debt. I'm just going to file bankruptcy and let it go away. And people do it all the time. Why can't he?
Yeah. Right. He's an American. He's able to use the system. I mean,
Tom Petty did it.
Tom Petty did it. There's a lot of people out there who did it. There's no getting around that following the law in the United States, and if you do it right, you can get rich. It is the land of opportunity, and he took full advantage of it. No question about that.
While we're on the subject, of business and that, Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, didn't even invent none of the shit that he profited off of. He stole most of it from other companies that he worked for and stuff. So, and then he pieced it all together. So it's like, he make that stuff, but now he's the richest man in America, and if not the world. That's how business is. It's time in America like a business. Let's make some money. We're how many $1 trillion in debt? How much money in China? I mean, it's ridiculous. We used to be the greatest country in the world, and now we're starting to become a laughingstock. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I know what you mean there. I mean, I you know what, we've always had our enemies, and we've always had people who ridicule.
We always will,
and we always will. There's nothing is going to change there.
Yeah, but do you remember, like, years ago, in like the '80s, when Ronald Reagan was president? You weren't afraid to walk down your street and go and have a fucking rally in the street and have a big block party because terrorists were going to bomb you. You weren't afraid because Ronald Reagan had your fucking back.
Right. And
we haven't had a president like that since.
Speaking of Ronald Reagan, Nancy Reagan passed away today.
I was going to segue into that. Good call. Yes, she did. 94, I think.
94 years old. And, I watched the Ronald Reagan funeral back in 2004. And I watched the whole thing from when he was in repose and all the way up until he was put to rest in Simi Valley. And I didn't shed a tear, man. I swear to God, I did not shed a tear until she draped herself over the casket and said, "Oh, Ronnie." And I got to tell you, man, I just went. I came unglued. I can't, and that's when I shed a tear.
Right. Well, you know what the problem with all of it is, with her and him, they were in love. They were actually in love, and each of them were married before,
right?
Know? But that was their marriage. That in both their minds, that was their marriage. And I was all like thinking of like I don't know. It's not political, but we're on political figures. Like Nancy Reagan, I can remember as a kid her "Say No to Drugs" campaign, which was very, very well done. Now look at the current first lady. What is her thing? Is let's cut the portion sizes in kids' schools because they're too fat. Really? That's the problem? No, no, it's not. Okay, some of these kids don't eat when they go home. Let them fucking eat at school because they got no money. But anyways, Nancy Reagan came up with a campaign that still sticks in people's minds. Say no to drugs. That was 30 years ago, and people still say that, dude.
Yeah.
It was a good campaign.
It was a good campaign. It really was. And a lot of people say, oh, it was fake. They didn't mean it, blah, blah, blah. But the drugs kept coming across the friggin' border. But Ronald Reagan went after guys like Manuel Noriega. He went after Castro. He went after all these guys that were bringing these drugs into the United States. And he did it right. He really did it right. When it comes to the drug thing.
No, he did. He did some things wrong. He did some things right. Oh, every president did good and wrong things. Like even presidents, and I won't say who I dislike as presidents, but even presidents that I have disliked have done things that I thought were good. I mean, and I am not one of those people that just I'm a Republican. Oh, I can only like the Republican. Bullshit. I like the person who I think is the best fit for this country, and I think that's kind of the problem.
Did you vote for Obama the first time? Did you
Absolutely
like Obama?
Not.
You did not.
Absolutely not.
You knew what was coming, right? Just for an example, after 7 years of his presidency, I can still go to the same neighborhoods that I've been to before that were underprivileged and rotting at the core, and prostitutes on the corner, crack dealers on the corner. Now it's meth, of course, and heroin, standing on the corner, and nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Right.
And, much for hope. So much for hope. I keep getting a internet connection problem. I'm not sure what the heck is going on.
Shut your video off. I got it too.
Yeah, you got it too? Okay.
Yeah, shut the video off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the video it was doing. I was going to tell you, and we're garbling, but you're better now. You sound better now.
Oh, okay,
so
good. So, folks out there listening in, so far we've been hoping that Ulrich Ellison was going to join us this evening, but apparently he has other plans tonight, and we were hoping that he would be on with us tonight. But tonight we're going to bring in our good friend MJ. And we're going to have a little chat with her, and we're going to talk about stuff and fun stuff, and maybe we'll even ask her about what she thinks about this election season and what's going on.
Yeah. So, and Ulrich did Ulrich hit you back or no?
No, not yet. I'm still waiting to hear from Ulrich.
Did Mr. Ulrich hit you back? So no. He still might be on.
He still might be here, but we'll see what happens. I'm still waiting for him to show, so we'll see what happens. With that, but in the meantime,
alrighty
let's go ahead and bring in MJ420 and see if she's ready to go here. And I misspelled ready, but I think she gets the general idea. And so yeah, I mean it was an okay topic of discussion. I mean, if we talk about that stuff, I mean, we're not picking anybody. No. KGFRocks.com is not going to endorse any candidate, and neither is the Conjugal Visit.
I will, though, say good things about and bad things about all the candidates, except for one. There's only one person I'll never talk good or bad about, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I can't stand her, so I won't say no.
We all know who she is, man.
But anyways, let's talk this topic. Very sad that Nancy Reagan died. That's how this whole thing got into bloom.
Yeah.
We're losing all the ex-presidents and their wives. Pretty much they're getting up there in age. And they're a piece of history. So our hearts go out to the Reagan family. And
absolutely. And I hope nothing but the best for them and in the future. I know that none of the Reagans are actually looking to be in politics, so that's a good thing, I guess. And
Ron Jr. was into the coke a lot, but
yeah, yeah, little Ronnie was into the cocaine. Yeah,
he was a party boy.
He didn't take his mama's advice, did he?
No. But actually, I don't think is that one hers.
No, I don't. Yeah, that one's hers.
Okay, one or two of them. Isn't the girl hers too? Nancy, or what was her name? Something Davis. No, that was her from her first marriage. Her daughter. Her name was Nancy Davis. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah I think little Ron is both theirs.
Yeah, he's Ronnie. Yeah, he's Ronnie Reagan. So and they would have named him after Ronnie. So anyway, I don't know where she went. She's dogging me too.
Any of his movies?
No. Oh, really? Ronald Reagan? Oh, yeah.
He was actually a pretty decent actor.
Bonzo goes to jail. Bonzo goes to the Marine Corps, whatever.
He was not a bad actor. He wasn't Oscar capabilities, but he wasn't a shitty actor. Oh, I mean, he played the president, for Christ's sakes. Whatever,
He played the president. I'm going to bring MJ's ready. Okay. She said, yeah, sorry.
Within time. Put the pipe down. Hello.
Hello. Hi, MJ.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I thought about you the other day. I was having a conversation with a group of people, and they're like, "Oh, the Mary Jane." I'm like, "No, we changed the name. It's called MJ420 now."
Yeah, it's MJ420.
That's what my friends call their things, their buds now, MJ420s.
Yeah, and one of your fans hit me on Facebook the other day, and I sent him over your way on Facebook. I hope he doesn't stalk you.
Oh, I don't even know. What was the person's name?
I think his name was Alex.
Oh, I have no idea. Well, Alex, if you're tuning in, add me on Facebook. The more the merrier. I like making friends.
So you didn't believe Tupac was alive?
Okay. it could be possible only because of how he was. Right. And he did read, he was very much into Machiavelli, who also did the same thing, faked his own death and whatever.
Right.
So it is possible that he pulled it off, but
him, Elvis, and Jim Morrison lived together in the compound.
Well, I don't know, but realistically, though, he was hated by so many freaking people, including the every police department. Now, do you really think that the police would actually help him?
Yeah, because if he turned state's evidence against someone, they sure the hell would.
Well, he might be. Yeah, he could be witness protection.
He could be in witness protection. He could have spilled the beans on his gangster buddies.
But wouldn't it come out though that they all got arrested or?
Well, but maybe not necessarily because there may not have been a connection there. Yeah, he could have he just could have flipped on a couple of his gangsta buddies.
There could have been people arrested and put in jail by his whatever, and you don't even know it was related to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen that before, where the undercover cop goes in and buys dope, and then turns it around and turns him in, and they never met the guy before, but they were they partied with him,
Right. Like, so, it is possible, like I said, because he was very smart and he had a lot of backing. So I think it is possible, but you got to also remember Tupac was a very, very intelligent man. I think he knew that he was going to die young. And so he wanted his fans to think, no matter what, that he was still alive. Like,
right.
He wanted you to still be talking about him 30 years later, 20 years later, and we still are. He knew what he was doing. He was a smart man, but no, I think he's in heaven. I think he's in heaven chilling with Biggie, having like one big rap concert and having a good time.
Now, have you seen this?
So what was the...
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to add... All right, turn your cam off.
What are you doing, Matt? Go ahead.
No, you got to turn your camera off. That's what's slowing the connection down. What is your very first rap song that you liked and said, "Oh, I like this"?
Very first rap song. Okay, well, when I really think about it, the first rap songs that I listened to, probably Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. And
all right, you have to go.
What is it?
Oh no.
No, what is it?
No, hey, listen. Have you ever copped a buzz to some of this stuff?
Copped a butt? What do you mean?
Okay, got high.
Yeah.
And listen to these guys. Yeah. I mean, after it's like, oh my God, these guys are wearing my brains out, man. So yeah, I mean,
dude, listen to Cypress Hill. Listen to Cypress Hill, "Insane in the Membrane," and
I love that song.
Do it.
Yeah, "Insane in the Membrane." Yeah.
My first rap song that I actually said, "Wow, this is kind of cool," was NWA. And,
NWA definitely. But I didn't get into them until I was a little bit. Well, because I'm only 39, so
I'm only 41.
So see, you were listening to them, and I was probably still listening to Debbie Gibson.
Well, that leaves me with Led Zeppelin and see all that rap stuff. There's a good side and a bad side to rap. Okay, there's some clean rap out there.
No, rap used to be an artistic form of music. Now it's not. Now it's the same fucking beat and the same 6 words over and over.
Yeah, rap is crap now.
Right. Back in the 80s and 90s, when rap first started, it was actually a real form of artistic and
it really was.
It was, yes.
Artists told a story, and people could relate to the story, and now it's just a bunch of crap.
Now it's kill the nigger this, kill the cop this, kill each other.
If you're interested...
I got a gun, bang, bang, you're dead, that kind of thing.
The first guys that came out in the rap, they actually rapped about the things that were going on in their life, okay? With the NWA, like F the police and this and that, because they were messing with them. And these were things that happened to them. Now it's all about, I got to get me the bitch, and I got to get me the house on the hill, and I got to get some money. It's become nothing to what it started out as.
It's more auto-tuned now. Like it just sounds horrible. You can't even understand what they're saying, and they put a beat behind it, and they just call it rap.
And they try to call it homegrown when it comes
Yeah.
from the inner cities like Compton and Ferguson and south side of St. Louis and Chicago and places like that where these rappers come from, and it's their environment. First of all, it is their environment, and they are changing their environment to be what it is today. I mean, don't go to Chicago without a gun because you have more of a chance of being a victim of violent crime in Chicago than anywhere else in the United States, with the exception of St. Louis. And St. Louis has been named the most dangerous city in America.
Yeah.
I mean, we even passed Detroit,
but I
man.
think the only good rapper to come out in the past, in my opinion, 5 to 6 years is Macklemore. Okay?
So does that make rap
I like
politics?
Macklemore. I like Macklemore, but I wasn't really feeling his song. I thought it was a little bit contradictory. Like, why is he... He thinks he can talk shit about Eminem and Miley Cyrus for pretending to be black when he does the same fucking thing. I just thought it was very hypocritical of him. But he is an amazing lyricist. Like, I think he's talented. He's awesome.
Very.
He's like right there with them. Like Eminem's another awesome.
See, I don't
rapper.
even know who the fuck you're talking about.
That's because you're too old.
You are.
No, I'm not too old. I'm not too old.
You never heard of Macklemore?
No, I'm just not into it, man.
You know what it is? If you really are interested, I'm going to tell you, Guido. If you really like rap music, you have to go underground because that's where you're going to find the best stuff. Like, I'll give you an example. Have you ever heard of Hobson?
No, but there's this new guy that I like. His name's Little Dicky.
Little Dicky. He's awesome. Dicky? He's a Jewish guy. And rap.
Stop it.
I know he's a Jewish guy, and he talks about his religion, and he's funny though. He's like one of those.
And he talks about being from the suburbs and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him. But check out Hobson because Hobson, I would compare him with Tupac a little bit. I mean, no one can touch Pac, but at least Hobson keeps it real. And
I'm on the East Coast,
he speaks about real shit. So Hobson would be good. Another favorite rapper of mine, female rapper, would be Snow the Product. I just love her because she's Latina.
Yeah,
she's just fire.
But you like
good rap out there.
There is, but you like Tupac because you're from the West Coast. See, I'm from the East Coast, so it was more like Biggie.
Well, I like Biggie too, though. I liked Biggie too. I like, as long as you put good lyrics and I like the beat, then I'll listen to it.
Mine's about the beat, and the last good beats came in the 90s. I mean, the beats now suck, but, you played a Tupac or a Biggie song back when I was DJ in the clubs, everybody would get up and do it, and now it's just like, damn, I'm going to go to the bathroom, because this song sucks. Free Ride's lost in this conversation.
Yeah, if you all think I'm going to play some rap music tonight, you're out of your fucking mind.
The whole point of it is like I'm a music lover. I listen to everything. I listen to some country. Doesn't mean I like all of it, but got to listen to it all.
No, I'm the same way. I have appreciation for every single kind of genre. Mm-hmm. Down to classical.
Shit, one of my favorite artists in the whole world is Garth Brooks. I mean, I've seen him.
Oh, he's amazing.
I've seen him just as many times as I've seen some of the rock bands that I've seen. And you don't need to just like one style of music. Oh, if you do just like rock, you come listen to us. But
Yeah, no, I love everything. I just love music.
I do
love
too.
Bringing it people, and I believe music heals everything.
But Free Ride doesn't even realize that he likes more than just rock genre because he listens to a lot of different things. And some of the music you like is a little eclectic. You like a lot of progressive music.
I like progressive rock, yeah.
Right, and
I like progressive rock.
So
but it's a clear message though what I listen to. I mean, it's about the girl or about this or even about politics or all about what's happening in the world today. But I'm not stuck in yesterday. It doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and be stuck in yesterday. I know of some of these artists, and I knew of Tupac. I like Tupac. I think that he just ran his mouth too much.
Well, that was the rap game.
Yeah. And outside, no, I mean outside of the studio. And I think that's what got him killed.
Actually, I have to agree with you. He did. He didn't. There was no filter to Tupac.
No, there was no filter for Tupac. And he pissed a lot of people off. And they said, "Okay, well, we'll show your happy ass." And somebody went and fucking killed him. So there was no getting him back.
Right. So, Guido, who do you think killed him?
I still think it was Puffy and the East Coast people. I do. I think that, Suge Knight was involved in it too, so he could have had something to do with it too.
I think so too. I think they both had play in the murders, and both murders actually.
Mm-hmm. Because
I think they created that whole West Coast East Coast shit on purpose.
They did because before that it was never
they were
East
friends.
Yeah, they were good friends, and before that. The rap game was just whoever had the hit. Didn't matter where the hell you were from, But I think the best hip hop icon of all time, in my opinion, though, and we'll stop talking about it after this, is Snoop motherfucking Dogg. Because
Snoop Dogg is cool. Now I like Snoop Dogg.
Look, I love Snoop Dogg.
He hasn't done anything really in a while, has he?
Nothing.
Musically, he's lost his mind.
He's reggae now, yeah.
He decided that he was Bob Marley reincarnated and was like, I want to do reggae. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, he's changed his name too. It's Snoop Lion.
Yeah, he needs to go back but you know what? I understand because he's like in his 40s, pushing 50s.
He's not a gangster kid anymore.
So he wants to get away with that and do his own thing. And I get that. Like, that's cool. But I think it's time for him to retire musically. He doesn't need to perform. He just goes on like a talk show or something, and you just want to watch him. He's just a cool dude. I mean, last I checked, he has his own show on YouTube, and
who does?
Snoop Dogg. He has his own show.
Yeah, it's very cool. Snoop Dogg. Yeah,
smokes weed with them and chills with them. It's a pretty cool show. So check it out on YouTube. And he's very involved with his son's football. He actually coaches, I think, his son's team.
Cool.
Yeah.
And is very involved in that. So,
have you seen this new channel that's out right now? There's a brand new channel called Vice City. And they talk about the marijuana trade and about the music trade and eclectic movies, and they talk about all kinds of different stuff. And it used to be on my cable networks anyway. It used to be the History 2 channel. Okay, and they took History 2 off because I guess they've had enough of history, and so they put this channel on called Vice City. And y'all ought to check it out if you're into the herbs or whatever. You're into the younger generation of what's going on today, and they go to Colorado and they go see these grows, and they go to California, up in your neighborhood over there, MJ, and they go all over the country and check out. And they were just in Illinois, where the pharmacies are opening up, and they've got like 27 grows in the state of Illinois. So you know that they're anticipating their neighbors are going to be opening the door soon.
Well, I just got to say one thing to you on that. Herb is my accountant. Herb is what they
Herb. Yeah, you say herb, and I say herb. So
herb is my religion.
Yeah, and herb is my religion, the herb god. So it's an interesting. If you all get a chance to check it out, if it's on your cable listing, be sure to check it out and to give them a little bit of support and a little bit of love. I'm friends with theirs on Facebook, and I think it's Vice City or Vice something, the Vice channel or something. Anyway, so it's really cool, really cool.
I'll be sure to check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's cool though, but I think if I really have to think of someone who doesn't get enough attention, who is freaking amazing, it would be Nas.
Yeah,
it would be Nas.
You heard Nas? Nas is awesome.
I don't like Nas.
Really?
Yeah, I never did. I don't know why. I just never did. Actually,
each their own.
My favorite rapper, he thinks he's a fucking actor now. And Ice Cube was my favorite one. And
I love Ice Cube.
And he was one of the best lyricists in the rap community. And he decides to go do children's movies, but I guess that's more lucrative,
Yeah, and he's a parent too. I don't know. Tupac will always probably be my favorite rapper, though. I love.
Well, who can forget the richest, and the most business savvy of all the hip hop artists, Dr. Dre, who's going to be soon a billionaire because he sold his Beats by Dre to Apple for $3 billion.
$3 billion?
Holy crap!
Holy shit!
He doesn't get all that. Jimmy Iovine, the owner of Interscope Records, was co-owner with him, so they each get about $1 billion after the deal's done.
Right. That's amazing. That's insane.
The first billionaire hip hop mogul, and
wow,
good for him.
I don't know. Me personally, I usually stay away from mainstream radio. I go underground because I think that's indie bands, all that stuff. People that aren't known, that's where you're going to find the best music.
Right. Well, there is a lot of underground rock, rap, everything. I mean,
there's everything. You just have to find it.
Yes, you do. And we had an underground artist today, but I don't know, he's supposed to be here, but who knows?
Oh, he probably smoked a bunch of pot.
Probably. He's actually pretty cool. He's from Austria. But he lives here in the States, and he lives in Texas, and he's a really guitar player. And we've had him on before, one of my favorite guests ever. So I hope he does make it in tonight.
I haven't seen hide nor hair of him, so I'm guessing he either forgot or something came up and he couldn't make the show. But I'm sure he will explain, and I'm hoping. So who do you like in this election cycle?
No, you really want to ask me?
Yeah, I do. I want to ask you.
Okay. I just want to say this. This is my own opinion, and I don't want to push my opinions on anybody else. Okay. And I respect everyone's political views. Okay. I think everybody sucks. I don't like any of them. But if I have to vote, I'm probably going to go with Bernie. But I'm only going to vote for Bernie if he gets the nomination and the most votes, and he's the one that I need to vote for. Now, if Hillary goes in there, then and I have to vote for her, then I'm going to vote for her because Donald Trump is a fucking... I'm sorry, but Donald Trump is an asshole.
Okay.
I think it's a joke that he's even running for president. I think it's bullshit. He has no political background. He's never run a country. He's never run a state, a city. All he knows how to do is run business. And okay, he's a billionaire, but is he really a good businessman? He's gone bankrupt.
Hey, Obama is a politician.
Okay.
And so was Bill Clinton. So was George W. Bush.
Right.
What good did they do?
Yeah. They didn't do anything, but I don't know. But my whole problem is if he was just really serious about it, maybe I would consider it.
He is serious about it.
No, but he's a jerk. He's telling people to beat other people up. He made fun of a disabled person, a reporter who had a speech impediment and also hand paralysis, and was making fun of him like he was a retard. Well, I have a problem with that. That's not cool.
It's not cool, but that's not cool. I agree. But what I like about him is he's not afraid to say what he wants to say.
Okay, that I do think I admire about him. He has no filter and he doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think he's an asshole, and I think me as a half Latina, and I'm not really open about it. I mean, I don't really talk about my personal life, but I really don't give a shit because I don't hide behind who I am. But I'm a disabled person. I was born with spina bifida. And I'm paralyzed from the ankle down, and so I have to use a chair to get around and things like that. So my disability pension and Social Security and healthcare is very important to me. Okay. And if this guy's going to be making fun of people who are disabled, I'm supposed to believe that he's going to want to take care of me and make sure I'm okay.
No, I don't agree.
I'm good.
No, I don't agree with him saying that. I don't. Some things go a little too.
That's what did it for me. I mean, I think he's a smart man. He's a good businessman, and he's funny, and and he doesn't care. Like, I like a bad boy, but
all women like bad boys.
I want someone that's going to care about people and is going to care.
You think Bernie Sanders has those qualities?
Yeah, Bernie Sanders, I feel like actually cares, and he's all about legalizing marijuana. So
there it is, right there. I knew that was coming. Here we go.
Yeah, I want
hit that bomb.
But see, that's going to come anyways, regardless if Bernie Sanders gets in or not. Once all these states start doing it and see how profitable it is.
Do you think that when Chris Christie stood up at that debate and says, here's fair warning to all you people in Colorado and Oregon and California and all those places, that your smoking days are numbered if I become your president? Do you think that blew it for him?
Probably, because there's a lot of people that really depend on marijuana, and not just people that like to get high and party, but there's actual families who have children who are very sick with cancers and epilepsy that need the cannabis. Yeah. They're actually getting better, and they're treated like criminals. That's bullshit to me. But
you're right. You know what the one problem I have with Bernie Sanders is, though, is he's 74 years old.
Oh, and that's my problem with them, because
who's he going to pick for his vice presidential candidate?
Exactly. That's important, because you got a 74-year-old man running. His vice president better be good, because this dude could die any day.
Exactly. No, and I totally. Yeah, see, that's my problem with him, too. He's 77. How do we know he's going to live through eight years if he makes it 2 terms? And
4 years.
And that's my biggest thing. And, Hillary, I liked her husband. I liked Bill. I didn't think Bill was a bad president. The only thing Bill did was fucking get his dick sucked, and it became public. That's what happened.
Well, I don't have a problem with him. I don't have a problem with him getting his dick sucked. I really don't. I never have. I never have. It doesn't. None of my fucking business, right?
Exactly.
But when he does it in the Oval Office, that's my house, not his. He defamed. That's my house. The taxes that I pay those butlers and paint that place.
He got caught.
I mean, think about the port. Now, think about this. Hang on. Let me finish my thing. Okay? Now think about this for a minute. The poor black lady that had to go in there and clean his sperm up off the fucking carpet.
She's probably making...
Well, according to Monica, the sperm didn't get on the carpet. It got on her blue dress.
Well, if you don't think a little bit of sperm dripped down onto the floor, I mean, his sputum went all over her face. It didn't just go on her dress either. It went all over her face, too.
Okay.
It's not like she's a
maid. Do you think that Bill Clinton is the only president that had sexual relations in the Oval Office? Come on.
No. I don't begrudge that one bit. I think he is. I don't think Kennedy had the balls to do it right there in the fucking White House.
He did it right there.
Oh, he did it there. He did it with Marilyn.
The problem with Kennedy is people put him too much high on a pedestal, and they won't admit that he had sex with Marilyn Monroe.
No! I know he had sex outside of his marriage. She was his wife was for childbearing and childbearing only. She was to prolong the legacy of the Kennedy name.
Let's go back to the lady cleaning the semen up, because it's not like she's. It's not. Well, listen. I want her job. I take her job because it's not like she's a maid at the Econo Lodge. She's a fucking government employee,
right?
Making good money with a good pension and good health benefits.
Well,
give me that job. I'll take it.
I wouldn't complain. I don't know. Okay, so going back to the politics, I guess I don't like Donald. I think he's a jerk, and I think he is racist against people.
He probably is.
Is.
Yeah. I mean, and I think everybody could be a little racist, but he's just to the extreme.
So is Obama. That's okay. We've already
had he is too.
We've got a racist president right now. And there's no getting around that. I mean,
I didn't say that. Yeah, that was Free Ride that said that.
Yeah, Free Ride said that. We have a racist for president, and it's there's I've seen a thing on Facebook today, and I know, okay, don't take anything from fucking Facebook, but it really struck a chord with me. And the black girl says to the white kid, says being a racist is really nasty, and being a racist is nasty. and he said, "Well, what's worse is being accused of being a racist." Okay, so I mean, don't call me a racist. Don't call me a racist
I
because
think everyone could be a little bit racist in some form, because of
yeah.
society, as what society has done to everybody.
You know what? Everybody has their lives to live. It doesn't bother me. Mixed marriages don't bother me. None of it bothers me. What bothers me is uh, uh, Black Heritage Month.
Well, what bothers me
What
is
bothers me
stupidity.
is the what? Why? Where's the white channel at?
Yeah, we don't have a white channel. There should be no.
No.
Well, I guess
Well, there's a
MT does have
pothead
one.
channel. There's a
Yeah, no,
weed
you're
channel,
right.
and all the weed channels. And when you watch these weed things, it's all about unity. It's all
Yeah,
about
no, you're
blacks and
right.
whites and everybody living together and everybody loving one another. But when you get outside of a certain realm, you end up with, I don't know. I mean, you end up with the hatred between blacks and whites. But who hates more, blacks on blacks or blacks on whites?
I
It's
don't
pretty.
know.
It's
I
pretty
hate
even
the race
killed, I think.
card. I hate the race card, and I hate the whole Black Lives
So do
Matter.
I.
Yeah.
Because
I do too. No one is any different than I am. Don't put yourself up on a pedestal for me. What bothers me, and it's a law that needs to come up in this election too, and that is what is that?
Affirmative action.
Yeah, affirmative action. It should be
And
eliminated.
see, that's where and I don't have a problem with Donald Trump's view on keeping people out, because I think we need to keep people out. Like when they were trying to when Obama was okay with bringing the refugees over, I had a problem with that.
Right.
We have our own fucking problems, and we can't even take care of our own Americans, let alone our vets. Men
We're
and
going to
women
hand
who
these people
serve,
30.
men and women who serve our country, put their lives on the line.
We're
They
gonna
come
hand
home,
these people-
no jobs, no home, nothing. That needs to change.
Well, we're going to
Help
hand
other people.
Have you seen the pictures in the news of the refugees coming out of Syria? I mean, it's 10-1 men over women.
Yeah.
And where are these chicken shit motherfuckers running to? Man,
Yeah.
if you believed in your race, if you believe in your religion that much and your freedom, you stand up and fucking fight.
Yeah.
You don't run. You don't
You
run.
seriously- You get the newspaper?
I do. I get the newspaper and I see the I see the
You're
news on
old.
TV every friggin' day.
You're old.
I
Nobody
am
buys
old.
newspaper anymore.
Oh no, I don't read the newspaper. The only thing we got in this town is a Democratic rag, so I won't be reading that. But the thing is that they're going to bring folks over here, and I like Donald Trump. I want them vetted. I want to know where they're from. I want them to have the right credentials. I'm not going to take just anybody in here. Let the others go.
And I can't argue with people's views on that, because at the end of the day, we can't afford it, and we need to focus on our own nation and our own people and our own. I have a problem with men and women serving our country coming home to no homes and no jobs.
Guido, what do you think
I have
about?
a
I agree.
problem with American families right now struggling paycheck to paycheck. There's a man right now who's been trying to find a job and can't find one because there's no jobs. Like, that needs to change. So whether you're Donald Trump or Cruz or Bernie or Hillary, if you could promise to take care of our vets when they come home, and you can promise good medical care for American citizens, and make sure everybody's okay, then I'll vote for you. That's what's important to me, is for people.
And it goes down to what's important for you. It goes down to what is important for you. You just nailed it on the head, MJ. It goes down to what's important to everybody. Everybody's an individual. Guido knows what's important to him. I know what's important to me. Like this radio station. I want to get a government that cares about the freedom of speech.
Agreed.
I want and wants to not shut the door on people who are just having some fun, for Christ's sake. Mm-hmm. And enough is enough. And if you folks are listening out there for the first time to our show, go to our station, www.kgfrocks.com, and chime in, man. I don't care. Chime in over here in the chat room. Come on in. Feel free to join us. But I think that everybody has their own agenda. And I think that all the people who are running for president have their agenda.
Oh,
So
they do.
What
At
do
the
you
end
think
of the day, really, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who makes it in a freaking office because
No.
the president is a puppet. He's made there. He's like to tell you everything is going to be okay. He addresses the nation when shit goes down, but for the most part, he has no say as to what happens. It's the people above him that tell him exactly what to do.
Yeah.
So they can make all these fucking promises and say they're going to do this and do that, and they get in office, they don't do any of it. So
if he's going to build a wall, Guido, what do you think? Would you be for a wall or do you
wall
think...
would be a waste of money because ain't no freaking wall going to keep anybody out. If someone wants to get into this country, they will fucking do it.
They crossed the ocean to get here from Cuba.
Right.
A wall is not going to stop them.
It's not. I would rather
It's
have
the biggest
that
waste of fucking money. I would rather
use it for education. Use it to help the homeless.
Put it into education. Put the money into the homeless. Put the money into the veterans. Give all of that money to the veterans. Every dime, as far as I'm concerned. The veterans need our help, and that's the key.
You want to fix things like getting people not to come. Tighten security.
Yeah.
Tighten security because our security sucks.
Put more people.
Maybe the wall's just a metaphor for what he's trying to do. Realistically, he can't build a fucking all the way down.
I think he's pretty retarded, and he really means that he's going to build a wall.
But
he's a jackass.
And if he wants to build the wall, build the wall. But here's the problem. The other two aren't saying anything that's going to help this country at all. Okay, legalization of marijuana. Am I for it? Yeah, but there's a 74-year-old man just saying it going to happen. He's a politician. He's lying.
Oh yeah, he is. Obama said the same shit.
Right.
Obama said he made a bunch of promises and he freaking.
He couldn't keep any of them.
Yeah, no,
we're still talking about Guantanamo. He was supposed to close that fucking base from the get-go. And he didn't. He couldn't pull it off.
It's never closing because the president, no matter who the president is, unless it's a Republican president with an all Republican House and Senate, or an all Democratic president in House and Senate, you're not going to have any control. Because if you're the Democratic president and everybody else in Congress and the Senate is Republican, nothing's going to get passed.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So that's the problem is instead of having political affiliations, Democrat, Republican, get rid of them all and let people just run and we'll pick the best 5 candidates and go. Stop with the being divided. Oh, I'm Republican. Oh, I'm Democrat. Oh,
they've been talking about.
Honestly, I don't even know what the hell I am these days. I'm for the. How about this? I'm for the people.
Well, I'm not a Republican. I'm a conservative, but I'm a conservative liberal. I'm not a liberal. What I meant by that was libertarian. Right. You want to smoke weed, smoke it. Whatever you want to rub into your belly, I don't care. As long as it doesn't affect me, I don't care.
Yeah,
do what you gotta do.
Okay,
as long as you don't kill, as long as you don't come into my aura, we're fine.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. Do all the heroin you want to do. Kill yourself. Take yourself off the rolls because that's one less person I have to take care of.
Right.
If you want to kill yourself on that shit, you go right ahead.
The bottom line is this, listeners. It doesn't matter what political stance you have or what political stance we have or what we believe. Mm-hmm. The bottom line is this: you can bitch all you want, you can have whatever opinion you have. The bottom line is you need to vote. Right. So this coming November, go vote so that your voice is heard.
No matter who it is, you're going to vote.
No matter who it's for, whether it's for Trump or Cruz or Hillary or Bernie or whoever else is running, just go vote and rock that vote because that's the only way that things are going to happen. If you want to change things, you have to be part of the change.
You want to make change.
But be informed. Don't just go vote because you're a girl and you want the girl to win, or you're old and you want the old guy to win. Don't vote just because of stupid things. Vote because you believe in what they say. You're choosing our future.
Yeah.
That's true. Very true. I think we have I think we have a break here. Let's.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a break real quick?
Okay.
And I'm going to do just you, the live version from Ulrich Ellison.
Good, because my back teeth are floating right now.
Are they really? Okay, let's take a quick break. You can stay with us, MJ?
I can, and then I'll read the weather, and then I'll probably make my little exit.
Very good. Okay, hang in there. It's a bit of a long song, but just hang in there. We're all going to take a break. We'll be right back. This is KGFRocks.com and the Conjugal Visit Show. We'll be right back.
After these messages.
There he is. Sorry about that.
Bottom line is, I make money on Second Life. Like I pay like $300 to $400 a month DJing on there.
You do. We're back on the air. We're live.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, thanks for telling us there.
See, I wanted everybody to know what was going on behind the scenes here at the show.
That's why I never talk. I always listen because I know he's going to do it.
Yeah. To the listeners, I DJ on Second Life. If you're part of the Second Life world, it's a virtual world. You can be anything you want to be, and I'm a DJ on there, and I make some pretty good cash.
Really? You make good cash on there?
Yeah, people tip you well for doing events and spinning shows for them. And it's like they give you an avatar that looks like, that you can personalize and make it look like you or anybody you want it to look like. And you go into venues that are decorated like actual clubs.
Well, this is an interesting topic. Let's talk about this. Fuck politics.
No, it's really not interesting.
It is interesting. It is. And you can have sex with different creatures, can't you?
You can have sex with people, creatures, whatever you want.
You could also have sex with people in the real world, too, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. But
world sex is way better.
Real world sex is way better. That's for sure. Real life sex is better.
It's a good way to make money online, though. Like, there's plenty of money opportunity with that site.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I tried it once. I looked at it and said, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life." And
It's like living in a cartoon land.
It is. It
Yeah,
can be.
yeah. I'm in Red Light Central or whatever the hell it's called, RLC. I got a
RLs.
membership in there, but I haven't been in there in what over a month now. I just go to my profile a lot. So, but you know, it, you know what I've noticed on there is
what did you notice?
it's really thinned out. There's not a lot of folks on there anymore.
No, everybody's pretty much left and gone to Second Life.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
Yeah,
Second Life is more realistic. You could do a lot more things over there, and
right.
well, everybody had, Guido's right. Like it could be the stupidest thing ever. and I have like the way that I see it is everybody has a reason for joining. Whether you're not very good at socializing,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
public in the
A lot
real
of
world,
a lot of
it's an
keyboard commandos.
yeah, it's an easy way to socialize with other people when you're behind the keyboard. It's not as intimidating or scared, and
Right,
then
and I think it's actually better. It's really better than Facebook in a way because
mm,
it's more personalized. It's like you're right there. I mean, it's like I don't know, avatar to avatar is one thing, but on Facebook, all you're doing is typing in,
yeah,
or copy and paste.
it
That's all you're
is.
doing, and
So it allows
it's
you to
more
interact
interactive.
with
Yeah,
people, and I think what it's just gaming. Like whether you're in a World of
yeah.
Warcraft or Star Wars or
He's
PS4, it's all the same
About
shit.
time I found a subject we can leave Guido out of. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at people in the real world. I was not paying attention.
You were looking at people in
Uh,
the real world.
yeah, yeah. Hey, that's your thing.
Technically, you're kind of doing it too with the online radio. You're not at a real radio station, right? Like an actual physical building sitting with. You know what I mean? It's all online. So in a way, you're part of
Yes,
that
I am.
community. So you can't knock it.
Yeah, there goes the bell,
I
man.
have to quit now.
I win. I win. I win. I won.
Yeah,
Woo!
I,
woohoo!
I have to quit now.
You have to quit
This will be my
now.
last show.
Well, MJ, did you have some weather for us tonight? What are you gonna do tonight?
I did. What I'm going to do tonight is just the regular weather from where I'm at. And
Oh,
I am currently in San Jose, California. And we have thunder and lightning and high wind advisories. So if you're in the Bay Area, make sure that you're safe and okay. And be prepared for power outages because they're happening all over. And it looks like we're going to be like this tomorrow. Lots of rain up until Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we will get a break. And the rain is going to return on Friday.
wow.
Saturday, sunny. And then more rain on Sunday and Monday. So, yeah, make sure that you've got
Well,
everything you need. If you're in
you
a flooding area, make sure you guys stay safe.
you all need it though, right? You all need it. Is it gonna help you, or is it all just gonna run down into the ocean?
Well, it's going to help us, and I think it's also going to fuck us because, when there's a lot of rain, there's a lot of flooding, mudslides, rock slides. So those people, I'm
Right.
keeping them in my prayers.
Yeah. Well, if you're in the Midwest, that rain
Very good.
that if you're in the Midwest, that rain that MJ is going to get here this week is going to end up here on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week here in the Midwest, in the heartland of America, and that's St. Louis, and it's going to rain like a motherfucker. Okay, just give me the
Yeah.
weather. That's my weather forecast. It's going to rain like a bitch. So
Honestly, no matter where you live, whether you're on the East Coast or the West Coast, just be prepared for shitty weather because it's coming.
yeah, you're going to have a March winter storm up there in Buffalo, and it's going to come and just devastate your city. Yeah, that's the way it's going to work. So
We all need to just be
Never.
prepared. Why
not in
so
March.
serious, Guido? You look
We don't,
so
you know, you know.
serious.
Oh, I was. Well, because you guys were talking about a topic that I gave no shit about, so I was just chilling.
Well, that's okay. I mean, we can. I didn't give a fuck about your rap segment there.
Well, good.
I
And
didn't have
that's why
nothing
we
to
talked
say.
about it.
All that rap stuff. The one thing that we can all agree on is that we're really happy to be able to do this. You know,
Yeah.
this is a lot of fun for us, and bringing guests like Ulrich, who for some apparent reason isn't here with us tonight, and MJ and our past guest David Hagel, great show. We had Mark Lapon on, Mike, yeah,
Like,
Mike Lapon, and we had Gabby, and we had just a number of guests on this show that were just awesome. Dan Watson, Eddie Vega. I mean, remember that interview? We've had some awesome interviews on our program, and we couldn't be prouder of what we've done with the Conjugal Visit.
we've had some really big shoes.
Yeah, we had Tommy Gibbons from Tantric. Stop it! I mean, you know, we've had some really great guests. Our friend Rob Boyer, another great guest. I mean, the list goes on. Sam Colton, and Gabby Ray,
And you can go to kgfrocks.com now.
oh yeah, you can go to kgfrocks.com. Oh, did you want me to finish?
Yeah.
You can go to kgfrocks.com and go into the Conjugal Visits page and go over and listen to all those shows. And they were great shows. I mean, I got to tell you, man. We've even done, and I say this with the deepest of respect. The deepest of respect. One of our guests passed away a couple of weeks ago, and it bears mentioning again. It was our pleasure and our honor to have him on our show and to tell us what his life was all about, and it was fascinating. It was fascinating. If you have ever listened to one of our shows, the one show that you really want to go back in the archives and listen to, and that was Rusty Burns. It was a phenomenal, one of our best works. It was I think, the very best of KGF Rocks, and it doesn't get any better. Rusty Burns was lead guitarist for. Damn it.
I'm not helping you.
Rusty Burns was
Point blank.
Point Blank. Thank you. God, what a brain fart with Point Blank. And he was telling of his life and his stories. And they were going on tour with Leonard Skinner when Freebird went down and crashed. Fascinating story. I mean, I went back and listened to it just yesterday when I had a few minutes, and I listened to that part of the interview, and it was real. It was really real, and we unfortunately lost Rusty to cancer a couple of weeks ago, so that bears mentioning. But these are the interviews we've done. Yeah, fuck cancer.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should be very proud of yourselves. You guys have come a long way since the station started.
Well, we're so happy to have you with us.
Absolutely.
I'm happy to be here every week. I have lots of fun, and I appreciate it because it's been a long time since I've been able to do kind of like the group kind of thing, DJing with, talking to someone else on the air other than just yourself. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy the rant. I enjoy playing off of each other. I enjoy it very much. So thank you for having me as a guest every Sunday.
Well, I hope you will join us next week, and we had a blast tonight. It was fun talking with you. Wow, we talked about a lot of subjects, and you filled in like a pro.
Well, I'm glad I could do it.
We love you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming in.
I love you, and I love you, the listeners. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope I didn't offend anybody. Like I said, it's just what I think, and fuck what I think, because I'm just a pothead. All right, you guys.
All right, we love you, sweetheart. You have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
You too. Mwah.
Mwah. Wow.
Later, you pot fucker. You all right there? You gonna be okay? Oh, we had to go to mute. That was a good one.
Yes, we had to go to mute on that one because, whoo, that was rough. Yeah, I got to quit these fucking cigarettes, man. They're killing me. I can't even laugh. I got that emphysema laugh going.
I used to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I lost one of my lungs. Cut my smoking in half.
The doctor cut my habit in half. He took out my right lung. So he...
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. I shouldn't talk
Yeah.
like that.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm cursing myself and those around me. Why would I fucking do that? I don't get it.
I don't know. Why would you do that? Why would you do
I don't know. It just kind of came out. So
that's what she said.
Yeah. Did you pull out?
I tried to.
Sorry, sweetie. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Well, why not? You had your legs wrapped around my back.
Do you know? We should do. All right, stop laughing. Listen, we should do funny voices.
Funny voices.
Yeah, we can make up some characters on the spot.
On the spot. Okay, you do Elmer Fudd.
No, you make your own damn character up, dude.
Oh.
Like the redneck trucker.
Like the redneck trucker?
Yeah.
Well, you came up with that one. I don't have any characters. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
That's not a character.
Is that what Is that what you're talking about? Or something like this is House Sleet with the evening weather. Tonight's forecast is dark. Continue mostly dark, so evening hours with scattered light in the morning. Is that
the voice? Let's forget that segment. No. Because you clearly suck at voices.
See, I don't do voices, man. I don't do the voices very well.
They're easy to do.
Not really.
You just gotta. What do you mean, not really? Come on. You just gotta think in your great Southern voice there, and you know what I mean, my son.
Well, I know what you're talking about, and I think it's hard for me to come up with not how to say it, but what to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any. I can't.
You just talk normal, dude. And you just have a normal conversation. Like if I go to Italian mode, I just talk like this, and then I say to you, "How you do?"
How you do? See, but I was always a follower, man. I wasn't necessarily, ever into that kind of thing. I don't want to come off like someone else that I'm really not. And this is the way an eccentric gentleman would speak to you. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not really. You just fucking confused the shit. I mean, like
I try to talk like something that I'm not, and it doesn't come off right.
You sound like Kermit the fucking Frog, there.
Kermit the Frog.
No, Kermit the Frog is like this.
There you go. That's a good one.
Kermit the Frog. He talks like this. Yeah. Do you know why he left Miss Piggy? Do you know why I left Miss Piggy?
Why?
I left Miss Piggy because she was fucking goofy.
No? You don't like that one either.
See?
No,
I'm no good at it, man. I'm not good at it. Yeah. Did you bring this up to embarrass me? Is that what you
No, because it can really come off funny if you can do voices. Okay, now listen to this. Here's the example. All right, I'm going to go to this 20 silly kids jokes. Let's see, 50 terrible children's jokes guaranteed to crack you up. All right, I'm going to read it in my voice, and then I'm going to read it in a different voice, and you tell me what's funnier. Okay. Okay. Why did the superhero flush the toilet?
I don't know.
Because it was his duty.
Oh, okay.
Okay, ready. Why did the superhero flush the toilet?
I don't know why.
Because it was his duty.
Okay.
It's funnier. No?
No.
How do you get a tissue to dance?
Yeah. Huh?
How do you get a tissue to dance?
Yeah, I don't know. How do you get a tissue to dance?
Dude, you put a boogie in it.
Put a what?
A boogie in it.
A boogie? What the fuck is a boogie?
A fucking booger, you tired? A booger.
A booger. A booger.
No. Wow, you just didn't understand a fucking kindergarten joke. Listen, How do you get a tissue to dance? You put a boogie in it. Boogie, B-O-O-G-I-E, like dancing boogie.
Yeah, I got it now. I got it. You're killing me, man.
Mamma mia, this is what I got to go through every fucking week.
No, not every week. Just this week here is nothing particularly great, but yeah.
Because you're not talking. You just making me talk, and you don't talk back.
Oh, I want to talk, man. I don't know, man. It's like I just want to, kind of be on my own, dude. I take care of it myself. I don't need to read nursery rhymes.
Well, if you're an American,
I'm kidding. Yeah.
If you're American in the living room, what are you in the bathroom?
European.
Yeah, there you go. Here's another one.
Okay.
Spell I cup.
You broke up. What? Say it again.
I said spell I cup.
ICUP.
Nasty bitch.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We got to figure something to talk about, or we got to end the show. So it's your choice, because we do have people on, and they're probably like, what the motherfucker are these two doing right now?
They have no idea what we're doing. They know what we're doing. We're sitting here minding our own business. Now, I did want to bring that. We were talking about politics earlier. Okay,
we're gonna go back to it.
Well, kind of, sort of, but there's a couple of states out there that are going after retail companies they have this habit of clopening you. That means you close at night, and then the next morning you got to be in the open store. Okay, right. They're trying. 4 states are trying to pass a law where you have to have at least 17 hours between shifts. At least 17 hours between shifts. Another thing is they want to have you get your schedule 1 week in advance by law. You have to have your schedule by 1 week in advance.
I agree with that one.
Because I get my schedule on Friday for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me a day to prepare. I got to do my shit 3 and 5 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah, that's not cool. There should be some kind of law. I agree with that 100%. The other one, there's got to be some stipulation in that, because some people might want to close and open. Are you going to prevent them from doing it?
No, but if it's voluntary, that's one thing. But if it's forced on you, man, if you've never done it, then you don't know what. And we're talking. You close the store at 11 o'clock at night. You don't get home till midnight. Okay, or 11 o'clock at night. You get home at 11 o'clock at night. Me personally, I got to eat something. I got to settle down. I got to catch up on my emails. I got to catch up on this, and then before I know it, it's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, and then I got to be to work at 6:45 in the morning. Where's that fair?
Right.
I got
It does suck.
It sucks.
It does suck. I agree with you. But that doesn't happen just in the retail vein of it. It happens in other industries too. My wife nurse,
but it's more regular.
Works till 11 sometimes, then has to go bake it at 7. So it happens in.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is. I agree, and it's definitely something that they should look into.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not. Well, you know what we should do? We should just call this a show a day. We don't have our guest. Do we want to babble for the next half hour? Or do we want these people to go on a good note?
Well, they can go on a good note.
That's up to you.
That's up to me. Well, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Let's what I can do is I can put on another Ulrich song just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. And then we'll come back. Okay?
All right.
How long? And then we'll say goodnight. How about we'll do 5 minutes.
All right.
All right. We'll be back. This is called The Traveler. This is Ulrich. metallic sound to it.
Definitely. He's very good.
He had, and let's just put it out there. We'll just do it for him, okay? The album was recorded live in one day. He did about a month of pre-production, rehearsing, and all that stuff. And then he had, as a matter of fact, he had, he opened into the studio in San Marcos, Texas. And it was really cool. Chet Himes he did the project, worked on it. And he's been with quite a few other bands, and also engineer Bill Johnson and Gary Hickenbotham, who also did Tres Amigos. Okay, very cool. And
Cool.
they worked together and put this track down. These tracks, all of them. I think there's 8 or 9 of them, and they did that all in one day. They did it all in one day.
Wow,
that's some kick-ass work, man. And then they followed up with the production and Grooveyard Records and Joe Romagnola. Yeah, Joe. And,
easy for you to say.
I wish. And so he was with Grooveyard Records out of Texas. And then just the album was... the key lines came from, the name of the album came from the 2 songs that are on there called Change of One Man, and then the other one was Until Our Ashes Are Gone. So you want to check that out, go over to Ulrich Ellison's page and check it out. They are going to release the album on the 11th of March, and it will hit stores and Amazon at that time. So you want to go check that out. Okay.
Check it out, folks.
Yeah, check it out. And talk about checking it out. Check out kgfrocks.com. Right now we've got a thing going on. It's it's our way of staying on the air, and you guys can help. Okay, you guys really could help us out with this. So here's how. Okay, we're gonna show you how. Okay, and check it out.
Check it out, folks.
Playing the songs from smaller and older artists who just don't get heard anymore.
You, the listener, you help keep the music alive.
That's right, Zookeeper. It's about the listeners' donations. And right now, when you donate, you get something more than just good music on your speakers.
You get me!
Kind of. Listeners do get a chance to buy airtime on shows where the DJs will play all the songs they've requested. Or you can sponsor a CBS show. Or you can get an autographed CD. There's so much to ask for.
Well, sign me up.
You got it. Go to kgfrocks.com and click on the Keep
KGF Rocks Live and give. You can give as little as $5, Guido. $5, man. I mean, is that too much to ask for great music and local support to bands and free advertising for bands and stuff? Isn't that enough?
I think it's a great cause and a great deal, in my opinion.
$5? I mean, come on, give me a break. So this is a challenge out there. If you're listening tonight and you're a tribute band or a band or someone that we've supported in the past, hey, slip us a couple bucks, man. I mean, it's cheaper than a game of golf. That's for sure. So check out, and we also give something back to you. Okay, so let us know. All right, keep in touch. We love you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't do what we do.
How do we do what we do?
That's the bottom fucking line, man. So now that I've coughed up a lung,
yes,
we're gonna if you so desire, we can kill this now if you'd like.
Let's do it, because let's end. Not have us sound like a bunch of babbling asshats. But I do want to say before we do exit that Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker, is our Artist of the Week.
Oh yeah,
and vote for the next week's Artist of the Week, which is between Aerosmith, the band, and I forgot the other one. Who the hell was the other one?
Oh, you're worse than me.
Well, anyways, they're 3 good bands, and you should go check it out, because the freaking first one is like a really good band, and I can't remember. It's
the band.
The band.
Frank Zappa.
Frank Zappa, that's the one. Okay, Frank Zappa and Aerosmith. So go vote, and check out, like Free Ride said, the donation page. We appreciate it. And thank you for listening. Even if it's 9,000, we don't care. We love every one of you.
Yeah, we love you all. Thank you all for listening tonight. And we'll try and get Ulrich on here some other night. I don't know. Something must have came up, and he missed the boat on it. So without further ado, we're going to say goodnight to you guys. Thanks for listening in, and hope you enjoyed the show as best as we could give.
It's Sunday night, and this is the Conjugal Visit on KGFRocks.com.